How's it going? So, super quick video on this guy. So, somebody recommended me this guy. Man, I almost puked. Almost puked. Like, one of his videos, he said such fucking nonsense. It was just like, I almost cried, basically. He said, I'll find you the video, one second. Okay, so it's this video. 8 hours of sleep is the worst. So, what he's saying, basically in here, is that it's not the quantity of sleep, it's the quality of sleep. And he's saying the biggest bullshit, because that has been debunked already, right, is that you go through cycles, right, which is like there's ultradian rhythm, but there is also sleep cycles, and waking up at the end of the cycle is more important than, for example, he says if you have 5 hours of sleep and you wake up at the end of the cycle, you will feel better than if you were to sleep 9 hours and not wake up at the end of a cycle. That is so stupid, because this has already been tested. 1 second. Yeah, so it's this bullshit. Look, sleep cycle, smart alarm clock. So it measures your brain frequency and it will tell you when to wake up. Alright? How many people in today's world are using this shit? Nobody, right? Because it doesn't work. Okay, look, it says here, ideally, you want to wake up at the end of the cycle, which is fine, right? But then you go, okay, why am I still feeling tired after 8 hours of sleep? And they say, okay, your sleep quality environment sucks, right? They basically say your sleep quality sucked, right? Nowhere in here does it say that, oh, you should go back to sleep and wake up at the end of the cycle. Do you understand? Because this idea of waking up at the end of sleep cycle will make like 2% difference, maybe 1% difference. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. What matters is getting 8 hours of quality undisturbed. I would recommend going for 10 hours, like for sure. It depends on what you're doing, of course. Sometimes you can do 8 hours, but I mean, if you're doing cognitively complex shit, you're doing research, you're doing some like difficult where it's brain taxing, you gotta have 10 hours, dude. It's not gonna work, because I already tested all of this bullshit. I tried 5 hours, I tried 6 hours, 7 hours, I tried going to bed, because you can set up alarm clocks for 2 ways. You can, when you wake up and when you go to bed, so you can kind of control when you go to bed. The only thing that works is sleeping tablets, right, because quality of sleep increases. Earplugs, very good mattress, very good bed, making sure that when you're sleeping, like everything is dark, you don't have a lot of light, right? Outside of that, and I heard this bullshit so many times about, you can sleep 5 hours. Yeah, if your entire life is watching television, I like when I'm on holidays and I do absolutely jack shit, I wake up at like after 7.5 hours, I'm like fully charged. Do you know what I mean? Because I do exactly nothing other than watch some, maybe play one-on-ones or play League of Legends a little bit, maybe watch some television. Yeah, when your brain is doing jack shit, yeah, you can do 7.5 hours. It's like what was it, Gary Vee, that guy's like, yeah, I'll like sleep 6 hours. Yeah, you just told me exactly what you do, because you don't do anything. You just go into a room where people ask you questions like, how do I grow my channel? And you tell them absolute brain dead nonsense that's not going to work, and it's pooping and it's coming out of his backside, basically. It's like, yeah, you gotta do content, you gotta do like engaging, optimized content to target your audience and all that bullshit. Dude, that's like zero brains required to do shit like this. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's so stupid. Like, the moment I see high count of subscribers, I know that the quality of content is gonna be shit. The reason why I know that is very, very simple. I'll explain it. 1 second. So look, here is credible academic articles that are fully researched, fully analyzed, with conclusions, recommendations. 800 views per year. Right? And when we're talking about reading, it's even less. We're talking like it's disgustingly low. Like, some complex, they get like 19 reads per year. That's like 1 read per month. Little bit, like 1.5 read per month. Because kids cannot understand that shit, right? Because credible most of the time. A lot of the time they also tell you what your teachers in high school or teachers, professors told you, right? Because they have come to conclusions, they have already researched, it's been backed up, it's been tested multiple times, and it's boring because the teachers will tell you the same shit, right? Now these guys be like, oh my god! One sec. I'm trying without. Look. This guy is explaining for 2 hours how to avoid flu. 2 hours! That is just disgusting. Like the problem with this type of freaking bullshit content is because they're like what's his name? 1 second to find him. Yeah, this guy here. He wrote like 20 books on how to not to get into financial debt, which is like, dude, for real? Do you know what I mean? Here's the formula: don't spend more than you earn, don't have any debt, and increase your income by climbing up the corporate ladder, and go to pension, of course, and then buy pension funds, which is S&P, Nasdaq, and the World Fund. That's it. And he spent 20 books explaining this. This is how bad it is, right? And this guy, okay, I'll tell you how to avoid flus. 1 second. Okay, here it is. Look. Bacteria, most bacteria, 99.9% of the time, can enter into your body through nose or through mouth. That's how bacteria and viruses get into your body. Now, they also transmit through sexual contact. Sometimes you get a scratch, it enters into your blood. I'm talking 99% of the time they go through the throat or through the nose. That's how it enters into your body. So the first thing you do is you buy this, which is called strepsils. Okay? They're quite, well, in America they're quite expensive, but in Europe we manufacture them, and here they're quite cheap. You do not need a lot of them. Just buy honey and lemon, whichever flavor you want. Doesn't make a big difference, right? As soon as you sneeze, remember, when you sneeze, right, your body is trying to get something out of the system, right? So when you sneeze, it could be dust, it could be some kind of bacteria, it could be virus. Your body is trying to get rid of it. Take the strepsil because it's an antiseptic. It's going to kill the virus, right? So that, because you see, once it enters, you have this layer of protection, which is your mouth, there's your saliva, there's all that shit. And virus, it takes a bit of time for virus to travel into the body. So you can kill a lot of it by taking strepsil because it's antiseptic, it's going to kill it, right? So the majority of it is gonna enter into the body. At that point, you need flu shots, flu jabs. So your immune system is so strong that anything remainder that enters into the body is so small and already known to your body, it's going to kill it. And of course, I'm assuming that you sleep well and you eat well when you do that, right? Because your body has to be enough resources to kill it very quickly. So here it is, right? When you have an itching throat or you're sneezing, immediately take strepsil. You will feel an itch in your throat or in your nose. That tells you that there is something that your body doesn't like and it's uncomfortable with. So you take strepsil ASAP, right? Remember, it's cheaper to take one strepsil than to lose 2 or 3 days of work because you got sick. Do you understand? If you do the mathematics, finance cost to benefit, strepsil is cheaper. Even if you have to do it every second day, it's still cheaper because the cost of the doctor is so high, right? Number 2, eat healthy, sleep well, and get flu shots. Done. That's it. You do not need 2 hours of bullshit of this guy. He's talking about some kind of skin. Like, at what point does a virus going to penetrate skin? Like, it cannot do it. Anyway, that's my rant. Take care.